swear to the life of anything or to the greatness of anything other than Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, not even to Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when He swears by anything of His creatures, that signifies the greatness of what He created, which obviously reflects the greatness of the Creator. Yeah. So that's one. The second thing is, when you swear, why do you normally swear? Why do you say, I swear to Allah? To confirm a particular subject, your statement. So here, the subject of the oath is the following statement. Indeed, كُلُّ نَفْسٍ لَمَّا عَلَيْهَا حَافِظ. In كُلُّ نَفْسٍ لَمَّا عَلَيْهَا حَافِظ. So Allah is confirming that every soul, every human being has guards of the angels to guard them. As Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, لَهُ مُعَقِّبَاتٌ مِّن بَيْنِ يَدَيْهِ وَمِنْ خَلْفِهِ يَحْفَظُونَهُ مِنْ أَمْرِ اللَّهِ. Amongst the purified angels whom Allah created, some of those who are in charge for protecting human beings against calamities, against accidents, unless it is the decree of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, so they're dismissed away from Him in order to allow Allah's decree to take place. That's number one. Number two, there are angels who are guarding us by recording our deeds, whether good or bad. In Surah Qaf, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, مَا يَلْفِظُ مِنْ قَوْلٍ إِلَّا لَدَيْهِ رَقِيبٌ عَتِيدٌ. The word Raqib and Atid are not names of the angels. Rather, that is the description of their tasks. They record exactly whatever we do and whatever we say, whether it has a meaning or it does not, whether it's serious or joke or vain, whether it's true or false. So, whatever we do, whatever we utter, whatever we say, is been recorded by these two angels. So that is the meaning of إِن كُلُّ نَفْسٍ لَمَّا عَلَيْهَا حَافِظٌ. So when Allah the Almighty says, I swear by the heavens and the bright illuminating star that comes at night, that every soul has guards of the angels. What does it supposed to mean? It's supposed to make us be aware of the fact that we're not alone. We are surrounded by angels, protected by angels, and also whatever we do or say is being recorded. أَحْصَاهُ اللَّهُ وَنَسُوهُ. So one has to be very careful with whatever he says or whatever he do. It is not sufficient to do anything and say, I will repent later on. You never know whether you'll be able to catch up or not. So it's better to keep in mind the awareness of Allah's presence throughout the entire time and in everywhere and every place. And keep in mind that He appointed angels to record your actions, whether good or bad for you. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will take us back to the history of our creation. فَلْيَنْظُرِ الْإِنسَانُ مِمَّا خُلِقْ. Let the insan, mankind, look into his origin. How is he created? How were you created? And the answer is immediately delivered in the following verse. That is verse number 5. خُلِقَ مِن مَاءٍ دَافِقٍ. He was created from a water gushing forth. The word dafiq, that gushes forth. So what kind of water we're talking about? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in another verse said that He created every living creature from water. وَجَعَلْنَا مِنَ الْمَاءِ كُلَّ شَيْءٍ حَيٍّ. This particular water, which is indicated in this verse, refers to the sexual discharge of the male and the female. If somebody has a problem with the sexual discharge, then he cannot impregnate his spouse. And if she does not have a sexual discharge, then she cannot get pregnant even if the man is very fertile. So خُلِقَ مِن مَاءٍ دَافِقٍ. That semen or seminal fluid gushes forth. What we call it scientifically ejaculation. So this is the origin of any of us. I remember once Al-Muhallab, who was the commander of chief of the Hajjaj's army. He was once wearing a very nice outfit, very expensive one, and his outer garment was very long, and the Prophet ﷺ prohibited that as a sign of arrogance that he is rich. He was dragging it from behind. So one of the companions of the Prophet ﷺ, or At-Tabi'in, that was Mutarrif, because he did not get to see the Prophet ﷺ. He was born during his life, but he did not get to see him. He advised him to humble himself. He said, don't you know me? Don't you know who I am? This is Al-Muhallib, the big officer. He said, yes, of course I know who you are. أولك نطفة قذرة وآخرك جيفة مذرة وأنت بين ذلك تحمل العذرة. So Al-Muhallib immediately humbled himself, because he was reminded, even if you are the biggest shot in the world, by the end, who are you? He said, أولك نطفة قذرة. Your beginning was the seminal fluid, which is very disgusting. And by the end, when you die, you will be a rotten, dead body, right? And your body will decompose and decay in a few days. So that's your beginning, and that's your end. And in between, look what you're carrying in your stomach, in your bowel. Do you carry anything different than what others carry? It's a waste. تحمل العذرة, which he excrete as feces and so on. So he humbled himself. So Allah reminds us with our origin and how we were created. يخرج من بين الصلب والترائب. The word يخرج, that water or fluid gushes forth. It is created from between his loin and ribs, the backbone and the ribs. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling us more than 1400 years ago how each and every one of us as human beings after Adam alayhi salam is created, and the origin of this seminal fluid. إِنَّهُ عَلَى رَجْعِهِ لَقَادِرٌ. Don't you think that the one who created you from this seminal fluid, from this water which gushes forth from the backbone and the ribs, will be able to recover the bodies and the souls of those human beings after they die and they decay and decompose? Indeed, He is. إِنَّهُ